Hello. A windy spell upcoming for northern parts of the UK, especially northern Scotland during Tuesday night into the start of Wednesday as an area of low pressure, relatively deep system comes south from Iceland, approaches the UK with the strongest of the winds on the southern flank. These colours here corresponding to the key on the right. And you can see by midnight fairly widely across northern coasts. We're looking at 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and during the early hours, those winds peaking at 60 to 70, perhaps 70 to 80 in some of the most exposed parts of Orkney, North Mainland and Lewis. As that low, though, moves away during Wednesday morning, quite quickly the wind speeds will come down. So the windiest period really overnight for many places. It's also going to be very showery. The winds pulling in a lot of showers across Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England. The heaviest and most frequent showers affecting north and west Scotland, with snow falling over the hills and mountains of Scotland above 500 metres or so, and some, moderate to heavy rain moving through for a time across the central belt into southern Scotland and Northern Ireland. So the winds potentially causing disruption overnight for northern Scotland, but further south, not quite as blustery. And for southern parts of the UK, a bit of shelter from the breeze lead to temperatures dipping into the low single figures. So a touch of ground frost possible in one or two sheltered spots. And a fresh start for England and Wales, but a bright start as well, plenty of sunny spells. We do see this slither of cloud pushing into Northern Ireland, southern Scotland, northern England through the day. That will bring showery rain, but some more prolonged bursts at times, especially for Northern Ireland, south and west Scotland. Meanwhile, in the northeast of Scotland, the winds and the showers ease by the afternoon. But further south, after that bright start, the cloud builds. So it's not going to feel quite as mild, I don't think, in the south. Still, though, temperatures above average, 9 to 11 Celsius, and a little milder compared with Tuesday further north, 7 or 8 Celsius, and becoming less windy, so less of that wind chill that we've seen. Wednesday, well, at least later on, we're going to see the clouds generally thicken across most of the UK, and the rainfall across Scotland blossom slightly, with some very damp weather over western hills in particular, the rain edging into the northeast during the early hours of Thursday. Also generally cloudy with a few spots of rain for Northern Ireland, Northern England and North Wales. But further southeast, clearer spells, and as a result with light winds, again temperatures dipping towards the low single figures in sheltered spots, but elsewhere a lot of cloud cover, so most places frost-free. Shetland, though, a clear and bright start to Thursday, less windy compared with the start of Wednesday, but even here we'll see the cloud and some rain heading towards Shetland, or at least southern parts by the afternoon on Thursday. The wettest weather, though, will be across northwest Scotland, especially the northwest Highlands. A lot of cloud on the map elsewhere, perhaps giving some showery rain for Wales and the southwest during Thursday, but otherwise the mostly dry trend continues in the south, with some glimmers of sunlight coming through at times. 10 to 12 Celsius in the south, 10 to 11 further north. So it is turning milder, and that trend towards milder conditions continues into Friday and the start of the weekend, although temperatures in the north, as well as the weather, will continue to be very changeable through the weekend and into the start of next week. The mostly dry picture in the south continues for the time being. Here's how it looks as we go through Thursday and into Friday. Weather fronts continue to oscillate across northern parts of the UK. Higher pressure continues to remain close to the south, keeping things largely dry. But really it's with this next warm front that we see very mild air spread across the country for Friday and into the start of the weekend. Much more on social media as always, but for now that's all from me. Bye-bye.